Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we met with Eorzea and got a rundown for the process of the 8th Umbral Calamity and how it involved Black Rose. And then we got a bit of a lesson in aetherology about the different elements and the two poles of those elements. One pole being the pole of activity and growth, and the other pole being the pole of passivity and stasis. In the first, in the source, those are called astral for growth and umbral for stasis. However, in the first, the pole of stasis is called light, and the pole of growth is called darkness. So that turned out to be interesting, so that the light that is being described that is overwhelming the first is actually the ethereal pole of stasis. And since the Black Rose weapon works by stopping the flow of ether in a living being to kill it, that if the Black Rose was being deployed at the same time that the first was being rejoined, this massive influx of light or umbral aspected ether would interact with the Black Rose weapon and cause it to amplify its effect beyond any ability to control it, and then it would cause that Black Rose weapon to basically destroy civilization as we know it. So that's interesting. Also kind of interesting that the reasoning behind calling growth darkness and passivity light is that that black is a combination of all the colors of life, and that light is the absence of color. Now, some may be thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, because what we know from white light is that it actually combines all the various colors of the visible spectrum in white light. But that is from the perspective of the emission of light. However, from the perspective of absorption of light, say for example in pigmentation, that is actually the opposite. I was thinking back to, I have been trained as an artist back in high school and college, and one of the classes that I took back in high school was a painting and drawing class, because it's kind of fundamental thing. And one of the things that we were not allowed to use is black paint. We had white, but not black. We had to make our own black, and how you make black paint is by combining all the other colors together to create a dark pigment. Well, it isn't a dark pigment. It's a combination of all the others, but it appears dark. And this was an exercise in getting people to see that even in dark areas, there are still colors. And so you need to make sure that when you create your black, that it is tinted toward the color that you actually see, rather than just defaulting to black for shadow. So it's kind of helps you work on seeing colors more effectively. Just as an anecdote. So it makes sense from that perspective. Just kind of wanted to point that out. Alright, so we are back here because we need to get access to the large castle in the center of the lake, which is where the Light Warden is. But apparently we need the help of the pixies to do so. So we acquired some things that we're going to use as gifts for the pixies, and hopefully they will allow us in. Oh, I need to switch jobs. There we go. Just realized I was wearing the wrong weapon. Alright. So, let's go ahead and talk to Sul Uin here and see what it is we need to do. We weren't expecting you all back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful, let me tell you. The milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Fey custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. I will take the silver pieces. Alright. Suluin regards you with a munificent expression. So, what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? Oh, I accidentally clicked through that. Alright, what a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. We want to gain access to the castle, basically. But if that's what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Eorzea. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? So, that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Titania. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're king only in name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4, and wove each into a different relic, to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. They are most certainly going to your deaths. We thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Fuath, the stone scepter is with the Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the Amuro. Good luck finding them all. The facts thus disclosed confirm my own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Fuath. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Alright. And that's opened up a bunch of other side quests here. But let's go investigate the untouchable gate. Which is right here. Right. Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of leafmen over here. That's disturbing. Alright, here is the untouchable gate. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. With the Fuath are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. We all know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. Yes, Alphino can't swim. What about you, Eorzea? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Eorzea? That you should be a kindred spirit. Eorzea can't swim either. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Well, well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals? What a treat. Aye, my comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that. What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us, is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. For we Fuath, it's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Having said that, we so seldom have mortal visitors, it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate and come hither to our domain. Don Meg, in your tongue. It means Forbidden Realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with the water, our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through, give us thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. Alright, so now we need to do a duty to obtain the crown. So that is where we're at. I wasn't quite expecting to get there that quickly. And I don't think I'm actually going to have time today to run the entire dungeon. And besides, I'm still recovering from a bit of a cold. Well, a pretty rough cold that I had over the last couple of days. And so I am fighting the need to cough nearly constantly. So I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to want to run here. Especially since this is the last recording of the day and I've already been talking for a couple of hours. Alright, well, at least let's do something to fill out a little bit more time. And we'll do the dungeon next episode. There is a side quest over here that we can go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and do the Path of Popularity. It will give us an Ether Current. I believe that leads to a long quest chain. We'll probably not do all of it, but just do the starting quest. Just to unlock that Ether Current. Alright, there is our pixie we need to talk to. And if you notice in that whole dialogue exchange when they referred to the king of the pixies, they never used any gender-specific pronouns, always referring to them as them. So yeah, these are basically genderless creatures. Alright, Ulthon. Ulthon has a dream. Now, there's talk that an interesting mortal has come to Ilmeg, Ayame Yatsurugi or some such. It's you, isn't it? Don't even think to deny it. I'm Ulthon, and it's my dream to become the most popular fairy of all. Why? Because everyone would fawn over me, and that would be really fun. Now, by way of an achievable first step, I'm aiming to become the darling of Lita Laran, but everyone is so caught up with their flower smelling and their mischief making, they don't even spare me a glance. You travel to and fro, so you must know much and more about this and that. Tell me, what must I do to become popular? Let's see. Become the strongest pixie of all? Maybe? The strongest? You mean I should fight monsters and things? Good heavens, no. We're supposed to be adorable, not savage. I want to stand out, true, but not by doing that. Ooh, I have it. Rather than try to impress with what I do, I can impress with what I know. I just need to read lots of books. It just so happens there are lots of books at Eorzea's home, a place called the Bookman's Shelves. Right, I'm going there at once, and you're coming too. I can't read your strange mortal writing, so I need you to do it for me. So probably the cleverest pixie was the best option. Our character seems amused. Alright, we'll ride on over to Eorzea and examine the books. It's a bit of a ride. For whatever reason, using this mount on the ground always feels slow, even though all the mounts have the same speed on the ground. And I actually have the riding manual unlocked, so I'm actually moving faster than normal. Alright, there's Ulthon, and there are the books. Leatherbound Tome. Right, on the occasion of the 300th year of the founding of Verbert, a grand celebration was held in Groen's Licht. No expense was spared. Over the course of the festivities, guests were lavishly feasted and regaled with wondrous performances. Yet amidst the pomp and pageantry, naught was more stirring than the recitation of the Oath of the Covenant, in honor of the alliance between Dran and Galgent upon which the kingdom was built. Representatives of each race took to the podium. 'Twas a sight to draw tears from all who looked on. Verbert, bleh. What strange names you mortals have. Ilmeg sounds much prettier. It means the kingdom of rainbows. Time-worn chronicle. Good Janana's Grace was named for Her Royal Highness's Princess Janana, daughter to the king 3 generations prior. In the dark of night, that mountain pass catches the light which shines forth from the castle, giving it the impression of the princess's beautiful eyes of jade. Eyes of jade? That sounds lovely. If the princess were here, I would ask her for them. Ooh. Alright. First week, Thunder's Day. The princess being partial to the lakefront view, it was decided that all the noble lords and ladies would set out for a picnic. Having partaken of sweets, Her Highness ventured to the water, where she inspected her lip paint in the reflection. This caused the watching shepherds to remark the princess had used the lake as her hand mirror. Oh, there's a hand mirror lake to the southwest of here. That must be how it got its name. But who would go all the way to the lake just to eat? Yet another silly thing you mortals do. Alright. Well, I certainly learned lots of new things today, things the others don't know. I'm going to go and share it with everyone. They'll think I'm so clever, I surely become the darling of Lita Laran. Tee. Alright, so we need to go speak with Ulthon back in Lita Laran. Let's teleport back. Alright. Alright, Ulthon. Mortal, I told them about the people from the past, but they weren't the least bit impressed. Well, why should we pay any mind to those who are long dead? Much more fun thinking up new riddles while sipping nectar. Speaking of which, we found this really sweet-smelling flower recently. We were about to go and collect its nectar if you wanted to join us. No, I don't want to join you. I want you to admire me. Stranger and stranger. Alright, suit yourself. Alright, didn't seem to work. That didn't work at all. They didn't think any better of me, but I won't give up, not yet. I'm going to be popular, mark my words. Alright. So there's the ether current. Alright. So I'm really starting to need to take a break. So, we'll go ahead and end the episode here. A little shorter than normal, but, you know, it is what it is. So we will run Dawn Meg when we come back for next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.